What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you that were hanging out and waiting. For those of you watching the replay, welcome to the channel. Make sure to like this stream, subscribe down below, and turn on notifications so you get notified when I go live like this, so you can take part in the live chat. So this came in a few days ago. Mercedes-Benz Sport. We did a live about a week and some change ago. Everybody that ordered it after that live stream got theirs before me. Good job on the slow processing, FragranceNet. But been wanting to get this one for years. Kind of the forgotten, discontinued flanker in the Mercedes-Benz line. It looks like Mercedes-Benz Cologne, but it is not. This was like 27 bucks. They're sold out now, but still in cellophane. We're going to bust that open in a little bit. And the good folks at Fragropedia House reached out to me again and asked me to pick another fragrance out to check out. And I love discovering these random niche houses that I've never tried before. And I do have experience with one of the fragrances from this house. This is Rose et Marius. Some of you heard me talk about a stopover in the creeks. This is a siesta in the sunlit home is what this one translates to. I picked this one out. I'm sure it's going to be a little girly. It's pink. I mean, I'm wearing pink. It goes with the theme. But I remember this one having, I don't remember all the notes, but I remember cannabis being in the top. So I don't think this is going to be that feminine of a fragrance. I think the pink's going to be misleading. Some fresher notes, cannabis, stuff like that. We'll check everything out, but I was so impressed. One of the more highly complimented fragrances in a while for me was the other one I have from them called Stopover in the Creeks. And then, I mean, we're quick, fast, and in a hurry, over 50 people. Scent of the day, Paris Corner, Charuto Mysterious Tobacco, Mancera Red Tobacco Clone. I am loving this. The wife likes it too. Have a spray here and then 4 sprays around the neck. Was a little more than I needed. It's not quite as strong as Red Tobacco, but it's pretty damn strong. It's still a beast. I love the bottle too. That Tom Ford style cap. And then the frosted red. I mean, I have Tobacco Vanilla as well. I'm going to wear that one tomorrow. I'm going to do a video on both of them probably Tuesday. I wanted to spend some time with them first, but man, I'm digging this one so far. I actually did a shorts video about this earlier. Loving it. Really loving it. Been testing it right now. So let's see who's doing what and who's here and so on and so forth. I'm behind already. Boston Scent Magnetic. Dan, not the man. How are you? Eric, good to see you. Ethan, Darren, Omega. Rubsky, what's going on, big dog? Pure XS from Paco Rabanne. Brandon, how are you? Ancre Noir à l'Extrême. Good choice. I picked up a bottle recently. Oud Noir. Versace's take on Oud Wood. Thoughts on Molecule 01 layering? I don't layer, and I don't own any of the Molecule fragrances, so I'm not the layering type. So, Legend EDP, that's a damn good one. Fragrance du Bois, Oud Vert Intense. Don't have any experience with that one. Throwing the H up, that's what I'm talking about. Good old Versace Pour Homme. You definitely can't go wrong there. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Masterpiece. You heard it here. Masterpiece. Salute Ross in chat. Latafa Camera. Great release from last year. My main man Neebs in the house. The unboxing we need. Yeah. So not the Charuto. The Charuto fragrances aren't. I'm not doing a video till Tuesday. I'm gonna do a review on those together. But the unboxing is gonna be these two. So let's see. Scroll down a little bit more. Oh, English Laundry Cambridge Night. Haven't worn that in a while. That's a good one. Star Walker Extreme. It's okay. I actually prefer the original more, but I know a lot of people are a fan of it. Chris, how are you? I have not. No experience with that. What's the best find at rack stores? Right now, nothing. Hence today's video. I'm always looking. I found one good fragrance in the last few months, and it was the Ancre Noir à l'Extrême, which was my other most recent rack store video from a few weeks ago. Tafa Camera, another one wearing that. First Date by Sphinx. Good brand right there. Dapper 1959 by Alexandria. Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins. I did see that earlier. Randy, what's going on? Wearing Herod among others. You must be doing some testing. I'm in for it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it skipped ahead. Code EDP, my favorite version of Code. City Rhythm, New Orleans Jazz and Booze. Excellent choice, Devin. Louis Vuitton Imagination. Smells awesome. I've heard good things. No experience with it myself, though. Raxels around me sucked for months. You got me, yeah. Man, the grapefruit and the spices are beautiful on that. Dino, what's going on? Perilous Portfolio. Just got my shipping update for 9 a.m. dive. I hope you enjoy it because I'm a big fan of that one. Baldessarini, Ombre Oud. About to buy 34 from Diptyque. No experience with the house. Even though my main man works for Diptyque, I still haven't spent any time with him yet. Good luck. Up for Shave Dave. What's going on? And Blue Noir Parfum. All right, let's get into the first one. So I've been wanting this one for years. So we're going to start with Mercedes-Benz Sport. Not grabbing the knife. We're just going to pop this plastic real quick. I hope Mysterious Tobacco doesn't kind of overshadow these because I'm smelling that constantly. I sprayed it on within the last like 45 minutes. So I've never seen this bottle in person. I've actually never smelled this. I'm familiar with the note breakdown. It's basically the clear bottle Mercedes-Benz, the original that I rave about, with some neroli, freshened up with some neroli. That's pretty much my understanding of it. And got a bunch of dust on this one. Let me wipe it off. Like pieces of the cardboard. Like, look, I wiped it all into one spot when I rubbed like that. Get it all off. But this looks just like Mercedes-Benz cologne. It sure the hell does. Come on, focus for me. There we go. It looks just like Mercedes-Benz cologne, but says sport. So it's a 75 ml for those of you wondering, which I have a 75 ml tester without the cap. Looks just like this of Mercedes-Benz cologne and a 4-ounce full presentation. So nothing there. 2 good sprays. Beautiful spritz. Oh, yeah. It's a little soapy because of the neroli. Okay. I'm liking so far. Oh, it's a lot more neroli than I expected. It's neroli heavy at the top. So if you don't like neroli, you probably won't like this, but it definitely smells. It smells just like the clear bottle plus neroli, basically, is what it smells like to me. So this is a lot fresher. I thought that one was fresh, the original Mercedes-Benz, because the Intense is so much richer and heavier than the regular Mercedes-Benz. Yo, this is bright. This is like really like aldehydic and bright. And let's pull up the notes. I'm loving this. Let's do a screen share. I already have Parfumo pulled up. Let's double check these notes. I'm very, very curious. I'll catch up with the chat in just a second, but let's take a look. Very low rating. 13 ratings, 5.6 out of 10. Woohoo. Main accords, fresh, synthetic, citrus, spicy, and woody. That makes sense. Top notes, galbanum, bergamot, mandarin orange, and neroli. Definitely a lot of bright citrus and a hefty dose of neroli. Hearts, black pepper, nutmeg, and violet. Base is cedar and patchouli. It smells very aldehydic because it's very effervescent and bright. That's why I say the aldehydes. It's really got that appeal to it. That just so bright. Not just ozonic, but sparkly. That's a good word. It's kind of got a sparkly top. Let me catch up on some of these comments so we don't get too far behind. So let's see. All right. So where was I? Right here at Blue Noir Parfum, which is excellent. Whenever Ross moves, the rack stores get on their A game. I hope they do. So let's hold up on all the random questions for a little bit, Adrian. You always hit me with some random questions. I'm not really taking any questions at the moment. I want to discuss these fragrances. So let me just get caught up real quick. Scent of the Days, Mandarin Duck Blue, Montal Fougères Marine, one of my favorites. Again, hold your questions for just a little bit, guys. I want to stick to the topic for a minute, and then we'll chop it up at the end like we always do. Tommy Bahama and Cool Water Wave. Ooh, I love Cool Water Wave. Boom. At Walmart, pretty cheap. I've never bought a fragrance from Walmart on the website. In person, I have some cheap stuff. This is Freshy Spring and Summer, Urban Man Elixir, Missoni Wave, Coach Open Road. Any advice? We'll get back to that. Like I said, hold on to those questions for in a little bit. So let's see. Your thoughts on Jimmy Choo Urban Hero? Never smelled it. Again, hold tight on those questions. Just catching up on the Scent of the Days real quick. Most Female Store. Can't do BDC Clone. Uber Blackstone and Marshalls. They are good. And Free Cremo Scents. Right where they began. Okay. 10-4. Okay, yeah. So with this one, let's get rid of the screen share for a minute. It's even brighter than I assumed it would be. And much more soapy. It's soapy, but it's still got that spicy zestiness to the citrus. It's a sharp, watery, and bright citrus. It's sparkly, it's soapy, and still quite spicy with just a massive amount of freshness. I actually like this quite a bit. So it just goes to show you can't trust everything. You got to try stuff for yourself, because if I was to go just based off of the ratings in this forum, it's a 5.6 out of 10 with 13 ratings. Probably something similar with Fragrantica. Let's check Troll Grantica and see what their ratings are on it, shall we? Mercedes Sport. So let's see. So similar to 3.96 out of 5. That's actually quite better with 101 votes. Same note breakdown. And pretty much the same ratings across everything here. And yeah, smells like the original with some brightness. I think that's more than fair. This is really nice, though. It's even a little powdery, just a little touch as it's starting to calm down, but it's not losing that brightness. Not yet. It's only been a few minutes, obviously, like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. No, not peppers. It's black pepper. They have black pepper in it, and you definitely get that peppery smell, and it's got kind of that petroleum violet smell that ties it into like smelling a little like Fahrenheit. Just mega fresh, mega fresh. You would think this is what Mercedes-Benz cologne would have been. The cologne take, the brighter, lighter take, because I wouldn't necessarily call this a sporty fragrance as much as I would call it the fresher take on the original. So it doesn't really give us necessarily a sporty vibe, but then again, it doesn't veer away from being a sport fragrance. I mean, there's a ton of sport fragrances that would fall in the realm of this. I'm glad I grabbed this. This is going to be great for the summer. This is super, super bright, kind of that refreshing, invigorating type of scent profile for the summertime. Yeah. I'm digging this. I'm glad I scooped it up. I was so glad. Thank you to the gentleman in the live stream that had pointed out that they had it in stock. I'm so glad to have a bottle of this. I thought it was never going to be a thing because it's so expensive since it's been discontinued for a few years on eBay. So Mercedes-Benz Sport, soapy, bright, sparkly citrus, sharp and watery, a little spicy, just so bright and soapy. I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it. Water mint. Walmart is like Amazon. Independent retailers. Yes, that is exactly right. So it's sold out right now. I checked beforehand. That's why if you look in the video description, it says sold out. Live stream, like 4 live streams ago, a gentleman came into the chat talking about they had it in stock. We checked here live. We did a screen share. Me and a bunch of people watching the live stream bought it during and after the live stream. So it got sold out like that, whatever stock they had. So this is, again, why I say make sure to turn notifications on so you can be on these live streams. You never know what you're going to find out. We ended up finding out something cool that this is well over $100 from the places that sell it, that because it's been discontinued for a while. I was very surprised to see this under $30 in stock at FragranceNet. Even if you go back to watch that, I'm like, are you sure you're talking about Mercedes Sport? Come on now. Yep, he was talking about Mercedes Sport. So shout out to that guy. Interesting. I'm late, but what's up, guys? What's going on? Yeah, it's sold out now. I checked beforehand. Sunkissed. I bought Millionaire Premium Blue. Ross is the reason it's sold out. Well, I mean, we were able to talk about it here live on the platform, so I'm sure they didn't have 100 bottles. So if they had 30 bottles, yeah, I'm sure this live stream was what sold it out because we had like 150 people, 160 people watching. So I'm sure it sold out rather quickly. I had a bunch of people message me telling me they got their bottle. That's how I know I was one of the last ones to get my bottle that ordered it from that day, because it was over a week ago that this live stream happened. It was 4 or 5 live streams ago, maybe even 6. It was a few ago. So let's get into this one real quick. 96 viewers currently and 31 likes. So do me a quick favor, guys. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you don't mind real quick. Those of you just hanging out and watching, real quick, just blink of an eye, click, turn that thumbs up blue for me real quick. And we'll continue on with the live stream, you know. I actually smelled it because I saw it on the site before, but the other guy beat me to letting you know that they had it, bought it right away. I appreciate you nonetheless, Darren. Sure, that day, the 9 a.m. dive video went live. Kingdom Fragrances bottle sold out because it's great price. Same thing with the testers. I think Steve sold out now, but he had the testers for 9 a.m. dive for $24. I posted it the other day, and there was a ton of orders. I'm sure he sold out now. I haven't checked. I don't know how many he had, but I'm sure it's sold out now. 45 likes. We're getting there. We're almost halfway to viewers versus likes. So we'll hang tight. We'll take a little break here while you guys get caught up on the thumbs up. This diet's been tearing me up almost every day as of late. Not every day, but like a day or two before it's cheat day when I'm really depleted on glycogen and the carb intake's super low. I've been needing some extra caffeine as a pick-me-up to get me through my days. I try to drink them earlier in the day. I have my pre-workout in the morning, so there's plenty of caffeine in that. But man, had post-workout today at Public House. That was great. 2 grilled chicken breasts with some asparagus. That was lovely. I literally have 6 grams of carbs in my body that I've consumed today. So next to nothing. 107 viewers, 49 likes. We're getting there. Like I said, we'll take a break. Whenever you guys are ready, you guys let me know. We're hanging out. We're watching. Click that thumbs up for me. 109 viewers, 49 likes. That's just crazy, guys. I just can't believe it. So you guys let me know when y'all are ready, and we'll keep on. Just got on How's Mercedes-Benz Sport. It's actually quite brighter than I expected. A lot of soapy neroli, much more than anticipated. Like I saw it in the note breakdown prior to getting it, but I didn't realize just how much was going to be in here. It's very sparkly, bright, soapy, sharp citrus. Spice is definitely a peppery spice, but there's so much other stuff going on. It's not dominated by pepper, Sauvage for the gym. Dylan Blue to the store. Sauvage for the gym. Wow. Damn. All right. To each their own. How good is Afnan 9 AM Dive? I actually did a full review on it. It's actually quite nice. It's one of my favorite blues to come out in a while because it doesn't smell like any one particular blue fragrance. It smells like it takes elements of a bunch of different blue fragrances. I wouldn't really call it a clone of any one thing. Bleu de Chanel, YSLY. It encompasses a lot of different things. Testers so they still have some. There you go, guys. There you go. So click the link tree at the top, go to the Kingdom Fragrance link, and they have them. In fact, we drop that link in the chat for you guys. Anybody that wants 9 AM Dive for $24. It's I have a direct link for that from yesterday's post or day before, whatever day it was. Let me scroll down real quick and find it. I'll put it in the chat in case you guys want to check it out. I didn't think he still had stock because there was a ton of orders. There we go. Edit. Copy. Paste. There you go. There's the link, gentlemen. So 57 likes. We're getting there. Like I said, you guys just let me know when y'all are ready to continue, and we'll continue. Because you guys are better than that. There's no reason we should have double the viewers to likes. Quick thumbs up for me. It actually does help the active live stream. It upvotes it and alerts more people. So do me that quick favor. Hit that thumbs up, guys. That's probably a busy man, but any update on the chat with Omos? I haven't talked to him in over a week, so I can't guarantee that happening. I haven't talked to him in over a week. It's WrestleMania season. I'm not pushing. Might pop up soon. That would be great because it's super good. It's the appeal to it hasn't changed. Wearing Polo Red Parfum, just tested it out, Boss Pacific, and really like it. They're both really good. Polo Red Parfum doesn't smell like Polo Red, unfortunately, but it is still a really good fragrance. I would like to get a bottle. It's just funny to me that it doesn't really smell like Polo Red. I have a decan of it that Randy sent me. I have no idea. Possibly. There's a lot of car company fragrances out there. What's going on? Sauvage could be worn literally for everything, but I'm kind of tired of it. Been using the EDP and the elixir only. Okay. I have. We actually did a live stream with Randy. If you want to check that a few live streams ago, go watch that back. We went through Polo Red Parfum, Gentleman's Society, and I forgot what other two. The new Lacoste Blanc L1212, Oh Intense, and Bad Boy Extreme. There it is. And we did Bad Boy Extreme as well. I disagree because there's no ambroxan whatsoever in Kajal Ferris. It's fresh lavender, spicy greens. I can see that where you would say they fall in the same family in some ways, like it's a niche taken in the same family of aromatic fougere, but there's definitely no ambroxan to be found in Kajal Ferris. Very natural smelling versus super synthetic Sauvage, Looking to get some freshy for spring and summer. Thoughts on Urban Man Elixir, Masoni Wave, Coach, Open Road. Thoughts are whichever one sounds most appealing to you, because I like all of them. I would lean more towards Open Road and Masoni Wave. Missoni Wave would probably lead the pack for me because it's the most appealing to my taste personally. It's aquatic. It's a little sweet, soapy citrus. It's got a lot going on. It smells like Ensoleillee Sport. Not exactly, but pretty close. 111 viewers, 68 likes. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, yep. So let me take another sip. We're still on break. Yeah. We'll get into the next fragrance when you guys are ready. Y'all just let me know, and we'll keep it moving. We're getting close. You guys are getting there. 72 likes, 73 likes. We're getting there. Get to 80 likes. We'll keep it pushing. Ratios, they matter, guys. Ratios matter. Rose et Marius. So probably a brand a lot of you don't have experience with that you may have not heard of, that this is only going to be the second fragrance I've ever tried from them. And the French names are easy to butcher. That's why I don't even bother trying to pronounce them. It translates in English to a siesta in a sunlit home. It's got cannabis. I do know that. I don't know the entire note breakdown. We'll pull it up in a little bit. But it comes with the little card and everything in there. Bottles are beautiful too. Very thick, hefty bottles. So here we go. Very thick base. And then I love the tile look to the top of the caps. So like I said, I have another one that translates to a stopover in the creeks. My man, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Which we got there. The ratio is so much better now. Thank you for those of you that are like, you know what? It's quick and easy. The man's asking me to hit the thumbs up. Let me hit the thumbs up. For the rest of you that are refusing, shame on you, hate watchers. Shame on you. But at least you're watching. I'm still winning because you're watching, even if you don't want to give the thumbs up. But let's give this one a spray. So the collar came off a little bit. There we go. Push that back on the rest of the way. So again, I don't remember the note breakdown exactly. Beautiful atomizer too. Look at that. Green and herbal, but still bright and floral. Might be a little bit more feminine than I anticipated. The pink may be fitting, you know? Oh, no, not really. It doesn't smell like burning marijuana, the cannabis note. It's more of an herbal green tone. It's kind of earthy, mixed with bright florals. Earthy cannabis and bright florals and some like this mouth-watering type of citrus. Definitely leans a little feminine for a cannabis-based fragrance, though. I don't think it's too feminine. I do think the wife would like this one a lot. Okay, this is different. Anybody that doesn't like heavy florals won't like this, though. That's what makes it lean feminine. It's definitely heavy on the florals. Adolfo with the $20 super chat. Hit the like, gents. I appreciate you, Adolfo. Thank you, my man. Saw you checking out the IG post earlier, too. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, though. Seriously. Okay, that floral tone is calming down. The cannabis is kind of taking over here, and a little bit of spice is starting to creep in. Let's pull up this note breakdown. Let's go back to the screen share. Okay, got it pulled up here. Here we go. So as you can see, it's $160 for 100 ml. Get 2 ml sample for $10. But all right, so noble materials, which I'm assuming would be the top: Sicilian green mandarin, sweet fennel from Hungary, Sicilian and Calabre lemon, Canapa sativa from Italy. Okay. Basil from India. That's kind of that herbal green spicy tone I'm getting. So the sativa is the cannabis note. Exclusive perfume distilled in Grassy, the capital of hot perfumery. Head notes: cannabis, sweet fennel from Hungary, lemon, basil, green mandarin, heart petal rose, whatever that is. I don't know. Heart notes: roses, jasmine absolute, violet from Egypt, apple melon mousse. Okay, Never heard of that. Base notes, oak moss, sandalwood, and white musk. So the green aspects of this have really taken a hold of this fragrance. And the jasmine and the rose and all that stuff, that makes sense. But I get more of a rose smell than jasmine with a bunch of greens and spices and earthy. So I'm not surprised to see oak moss, though it doesn't distinctively smell like oak moss. This one's different, guys. This one's different. Don't just let the pink color kind of detour you. It's worth sampling if you want to try something just different and out the norm, you know? I think my wife would adore this one. This is a little too feminine for most, I would assume. But again, if you like florals, this is a different take on floral fragrance because there's so much greenery going on here. There's a lot of masculine notes mixing with very feminine notes because it is a girly floral mixed with the earthy green chypre vibe almost, because there's a lot. The oak moss, basil, cannabis combo is really taking hold here. Green, spicy, earthy, bright, and floral. It's literally that simplistic. It's so fresh, it's almost a little mouth-watering too. This is so different. This is so different. Haters, bro. 9 a.m. dive is fire. I agree. Completely forgot Sauvage has the overload of ambroxan. Haven't worn it in over a year. Had the spiciness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get where you're coming from, minus the ambroxan. Because we're talking about, like, I know, since you have Ferris, you know what I'm talking about, that fresh cut lavender smell. I could see where that would give a similar vibe, like a niche take on it, like you were saying, of Sauvage. But definitely, if you were to put them side by side, but okay, yeah, never mind. Now I know what he's talking about. You know, both good fragrances. I mean, people hate on Sauvage because so many people wear it, but it still smells good. Still a lot I have yet to try. There's tons of stuff I haven't tried yet, man. You're not alone in that. 94 likes, 103 viewers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Seriously. Love the smell of hood, loud weed. Dick Sneezy's back at it again. 2 live streams in a row. Welcome back. Aren't companies trying to make gender-neutral fragrances? Any examples? I mean, technically, most are. Some will lean inherently masculine, and some will just smell really, really girly and playful. But everything, I mean, whatever you like is what you like. Confidence is key. You can wear the most feminine smelling fragrance in the world. If you like it and you're confident enough in yourself to just rock it. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Obviously, you don't want to hear any negativity or anything, or get, oh man, you smell like a chick, or hear any of that stuff. I mean, like I said, it's a confidence thing within yourself, because there's a lot of florals that I enjoy. I absolutely would wear this, but I do think my wife would appreciate this more. The dry down's getting beautiful, though. It's starting to settle down. I mean, early stages of the dry down here. This is so different. I like when it's just something I haven't smelled before. Nothing even remotely close to something I've smelled before. Very original for everything I've ever put my nose on. Mugler Cologne Flyaway. No, I haven't. Outside of the original Mugler Cologne, I haven't tried any of the flankers. Cannabis Film. Interesting. Yeah, that's the reason I picked this one. I hand-picked this one. When I collaborate with Fragropedia House, they let me pick whatever I want from the site. I picked the Mint Flight Mode last time. That's a badass fragrance. That's super original too. But because of the way the water jasmine was, just gorgeous fragrance. That one leans a little not as feminine as this one, but a stopover in the creeks from this brand, I was so impressed by it. I was like, I want to try something different from them again. And when I saw this note breakdown, I remember distinctively seeing florals and cannabis, and I was like, I bet that's interesting. And yeah, I was right. And I don't mean interesting weird. I mean just like a new profile that I haven't smelled anything similar to before. I would say that feminine tones calm down greatly because it's settling into more of this musky oak moss feel with a little bit of jasmine now. Like the rose has kind of subsided and the jasmine's kind of taking the lead. New Mercedes fragrance. No, this came out years ago and it's discontinued. I haven't tried it. I see it all the time at Burlington, and I never pick it up. Never knew Italy was famous for their cannabis. Not that I know of. It's interesting the way it's broke down. I meant to say good loud weed. Well, I assumed that's what you meant. That's what happened with Tom Ford Bitter Peach. The wifey took it. Yeah, that my wife does that all the time. If she smells something that she really likes, she'll just take it. And it's like, what am I gonna do? No, I need that. Oh, I've got 1,000 fragrances. She can take whatever the hell she wants, you know? I won't miss it. No matter how much I like a fragrance, it's not like it's not on her shelf versus my shelf. If I want to spray it, I'll just spray it. It's not the end of the world. She can take it, you know? And she's going to take it. Because every time I get something new, I let her smell it after the video or after this live. I'm going to have her smell these. And if she wants it, she'll take it. And she's loving Sphinx Strawberry Kiss right now. Strawberry muffins, strawberry milkshake, all that stuff going. It's beautiful. Anyone sold something as both neither masculine or feminine in the frag department, not necessarily a guy wearing fem or vice versa. Well, most of the niche brands are marketing as unisex these days. They're not really kind of marketing to men and women as much anymore. That's more designers that are doing that. Me and Joe were talking about that the other day because he works in a department store now selling niche fragrances. And they have the men's section, the unisex, and then it kind of flows. Pour homme, unisex, pour femme. It kind of flows into that. And the unisex section is the biggest section. So more and more kind of transferring over their marketing to gender neutral. I mean, there's unisex. Yeah, I mean, there's no gender to perfumery. It's just some things smell more feminine, like they would smell better on a woman. And some things smell more masculine, like they would smell better on a man. But there's exceptions to any rule. Look at Michelle. Michelle almost exclusively wears masculine fragrances. She wears a lot of masculine stuff. I'm not saying she doesn't wear some stuff that leans feminine, but if you have followed Michelle for any length of time, you see she predominantly likes masculine fragrances. Doesn't make her smell like a man. Fragrances smell good. No matter who they're on, they smell good, you know, and beautiful. Never heard of that one. I have never heard of that one. I plan on getting a stopover in the creeks when it warms up a bit. Yeah, that's awesome. And Honeywood's amazing. But a stopover in the creeks, that one is so fantastic. That's one I pulled out for those of you that saw the Versence with me and EQ over on a Quality Fragrance channel. Top 10 signature scents for spring. I believe I pulled that one out. That was one I pulled. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I pulled that one out. Such a gorgeous. Yeah, I did pull that one out because I remember talking about the 3 comments while I was donating Bloated by Talent. Incredible fragrance. That's what made me want to try. And like, again, I think I want to try every fragrance from the house. They have like 8 fragrances, I want to say. You can get discovery sets. You can get individual samples. I'm going to continue exploring this house. Like if Fragropedia House says, hey, would you like to pick another fragrance? I'm probably going to pick another one from this house. I'm digging this. For those that like florals, so far, I'm 2 for 2 with floral heavy fragrances that aren't too feminine because there's a lot of greenery here. It's that femininity has calmed down greatly. Like it was very rose heavy with the cannabis and the basil at the top. Now it's light jasmine with more oak moss musk and still a little bit of this herbal green feel that doesn't really smell like cannabis. Definitely smells more like oak moss now. Like it's transitioned. It's kind of shifted. I'm digging this house. This house is one of the better discoveries I've had in a long time. Because like I said, I like florals. You have to like florals. Now, as far as Mercedes-Benz Sport, now that it's been drying down for a little while, definitely settling in more to a musk. It's a little creamy and woody now. The spice has calmed down. The violet has taken over. The neroli is almost gone. It's not like it was at the top. The top was very neroli heavy. It's good stuff, though. Happy to have it. Never thought I would get it. Aside from every floral fragrance in your collection, which one does she seem to like? I know Signature Rosé, probably a unisex fragrance since it has a floral note. My wife doesn't wear anything masculine. She doesn't like masculine fragrances on herself. I should pull it. Old school master. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Bleecker Street. That's a good one. That's a damn good one. I haven't really spent much time. I have an entire sample pack from a few years ago that I haven't really explored much. I don't know. They just don't really appeal to me. Everybody's got their brands that they like and don't like. Like, what's the brand? Why am I drawing a blank? Musk Ravager. Frederick Mall. They're good fragrances. They just don't really appeal to my taste. I've tried a bunch of them from them. They're nice. They just don't speak to me like, well, I need to get a bottle of this so I can start wearing this. So That was fantastic yesterday, actually. So the weekly rotation is going to be out tomorrow on Monday because I wanted to put that rack store video out today. So I still got them over there. I need to bring them over here so I can film the video. I'm going to film the video later this evening. But it was actually fantastic. The earthy tone to the iris is actually quite lovely, leathery, very, very woody. It's very nice. It's absolutely worth sampling for anybody that likes iris. Yes. So glad we got Derek Carr. Glad we locked that down. Oh, Atlantique's the best one to me. Second would be Marine. Then the original. Then Amara. And I haven't tried either one of the two tonic flankers. I haven't tried those because there's 6 in total. But I have the four main ones. And even though Amara is my least favorite, it doesn't change that it's good fragrance. I just like the other ones more. So 4th, Amara. 3rd, Pour-Homme. 2nd, Marine. The top one for me, Atlantique. Alan, what's up? When I sampled the first one, they also sent me rose wine under the arbor. Okay, 10-4. Happy Sunday, Ross. Been with you for almost 3 years now. Keep bringing these awesome reviews, my dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Carney48, interesting name. I appreciate you. Yeah, this July will mark year 4. Mark year 4 of this channel. Even though if you go to the About section on my channel page, it shows 2012. That's just when I made the profile. Started making content July 11th or 12th. I forgot which day of 2019 was the day of my first video. Top 10 not so citrusy summer fragrances 2019. So we're almost to the 4-year mark. God, this is good though. If you want a good cheap red tobacco clone, this shit's rolling. This is so good. This is such a great wearing experience today. Tonka bean's kind of setting in quite a bit and making it a little powdery because it's not the same note breakdown as red tobacco, but it sure smells like red tobacco. The smokiness is Gaiac wood. The sweetness is Tonka bean. There's no oud, but it still has that pungence to it at the same time. I don't remember there being any oud anyways. Some good stuff. I'm actually quite impressed by it. And this is elegant. This has kind of got a bit of elegance to it. So again, for those of you wondering the name of it, the brand's Rose et Marius, I believe is how you pronounce it. But I don't even try to butcher the French names. It translates to a sunset-lit home, a siesta in a sunlit home. That's what it is. A siesta in a sunlit home. Let me say that right. Yes, siesta in a sunlit home. Looking at it. Okay. I was butchering that. Speaking of EQ, his ears must be ringing. We were just talking about our verse scents the other day because I know you remember I mentioned a stopover in the creeks was one of my picks. This is a new one that I picked up from Fragripedia House from the brand. This is the first impressions of it. This translates to so I just had it, a siesta in a sunlit home. And very herbal green, cannabis, basil, oak moss with a lot of rose and jasmine, and it kind of transitions. Starts off a little fresh rosy, settles into a soft jasmine with this spicy, earthy oak moss, clean musk kind of smell as it transitions into because it's kind of settling into the dry down now. And that's where we're at with it. It's actually quite nice. Quite nice. Nice, I do remember that. Yeah, that was the 3 fragrances when I was donating blood fragrance. The 3 compliments while I was donating blood. That was that fragrance. Talk to me nice. There we go. Talk to me nice. Any chance you'll delve into Aaron Terrence Hughes? So I did a live stream diving into a few of the fragrances. Definitely type in TLTG ATH or TLTG Aaron Terrence Hughes, and it will come up. Looking for a tropical type scent like coconut or something. Any idea? I would immediately what comes to mind is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Eau de Toilette. The new Boss Bottled Pacific, but you're going to pay over $100. It's a retail limited edition fragrance, as well as something along the lines of St. Bart's is always good, but Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun is underrated. Nobody talks about that one anymore. That's light blue plus coconut. It's beautiful. That's another one I would consider. Sound like a perfect spring scent. Definitely has that appeal. Going back to Polo Red, EDT or EDP, I would choose the EDP personally. It's still my favorite, even over the Intense. I don't have the extreme. I have a decant of the new Parfum. It doesn't smell like Polo Red. It smells like a great fragrance, just not Polo Red. But Polo Red Eau de Parfum is my favorite version personally. A lot of ginger grapefruit combo. It's beautiful. Doesn't have the coffee. Let's see. How would you rate Tommy Bahama? Tommy Bahama for men or Tommy Bahama has a house? Because for the money, they're decent. Around $20. Some of the better sub $30 cheap fragrances you can get out there, but they're all based around summertime, tropical, lounging around, beach bum type of vibe. That's what the house is all about. Greenwich Village is your signature. Can't knock it. I have smelled that, I want to say, one time. I don't even remember the scent profile because it's been a few years. I'm trying to remember it because there was a time when I was sampling a few things from Bond Number 9, and I think that was one of them. I don't remember it specifically. I remember Hamptons very well. I wasn't a fan of that. It was a little sour on my skin. I want to say, I could be wrong, but let's see. Tommy Bahama for men's actually got a beautiful watermelon note. It's very tropical. EQ, that Versense with Cuba was hilarious. Well, yeah, of course it was. It had Cuba. Cuba's nuts. But almost hit 400 people. Almost hit 400. 396. Biggest live stream in the community. So I'm assuming going to clip 400 next week with Justin because it just gets bigger every week. It gets bigger every single week. So I'm rooting for, I'm gonna cross my fingers, rooting to clip 400, for EQ to clip 400 this week coming with Justin. So for those who didn't know, EQ versus Justin Copeland, top 10 intoxicating fragrances for men, for date, intoxicating fragrances for date night, or just intoxicating fragrances. I know that's in there as intoxicating fragrances. But Friday night on the Equality Fragrances channel. Love Tommy Bahama, LOL the guy, and the frag cone. Anyone try Alhambra Bleu de Chanel clone? No, I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it personally. Peach ambergris, peach musk, summery. Code Absolute. I've heard it is, but I can't confirm. I'm not sure. I don't really dive into the what's newly discontinued stuff. Oh, so it's going to be Saturday. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like Justin. Justin's always got I think he teaches on Friday. So that makes sense. So Saturday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. For men is great. I like it more than Voyage. It actually is better than Voyage. It just doesn't get talked about. That's the orange bottle. Yes, sure is. Yeah, you got to go to Macy's. Yeah, it's exclusive at Macy's. It's limited edition, so it's probably not going to make it to the discounter, just like last year's limited edition Marine. It didn't make it to discounters either. Just intoxicating fragrance. I knew intoxicating fragrances were in there. I didn't know if there was more to the name than that. So, forgot oak moss. So, guys, we're pretty much, we got it all accomplished. We chopped it up a little bit. If you guys have any more, pertinent questions that you'd like me to answer before we go, we're going to go ahead and shut it down here in about a minute and a half or so. Unless you guys got something, great question for me to jump on. Thanks for the Amazon reviews. Business Over Pleasure will hold a special place. I wore that the day my wife and I got the keys to our first house. Huge fan of yours. Al, that is fan-frickin-tastic, man. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I'm going to have to tell my wife about that. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much for that honor and that privilege, because I know how it is with tying scent to memory, and you'll always think of it that way. And that's special for me to hear, so I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad it's a special fragrance for you. Awesome Sauce might jump on that one for this coming summer. Yeah, I just got my bottle the other day. I'm waiting. It's very summery. I did a video on it the other day, and I'm saving it for the summertime. It's beach vibe type of fragrance. It's really geared towards the summer. I don't have any experience with Herba Pura. Been watching from the background, watching Penguin Game. Great live, bro. I appreciate you, Randy. Thank you, sir. Not fragrance related, but what razor do you shave with? It's a double edge Gillette vintage adjustable double edge. And lately I've been using Gillette Silver Blue blades. So that's what I use. Let's see. Darren J, very Middle Eastern, oudi, curly fragrance recommended. There you go. Curious how much weight you've lost, been following your journey. So since I started the diet in the last couple of weeks, I have not weighed myself one time. Not one time. Because it's not about a weight on a scale. It's what I see in the mirror, But overall, in the last 2 years, easily close to 50 pounds. Because I've put on muscle and I've lost body weight at the same time. I was down about 40 pounds on the scale at one point, but I've put on much more muscle since that. So it's down to just what I see in the mirror kind of thing, because it's not really about the, like I said, the number on the scale is irrelevant, because I'm down to 33s in my jeans. I have 34 29s, 2 pairs of jeans that I bought recently that are already getting loose on me. I have new joggers that are mediums. My large shirts, a lot of them are getting baggy on me now. Like XLs are just sleep shirts now. The stuff I used to wear, like a lot of my Into the AM graphic shirts were XLs, so they're huge on me now. Not all of them. I have a bunch that are larges. Like the one I wore for yesterday's videos, that's a large, but it's still baggy on me. So been dropping some weight. You know, I just don't track it on the scale. The scale's been broken for like 2 weeks at the, massive conglomerate corporate gym that I go to, which there's no excuse for. So I haven't weighed myself in weeks since I started the diet. It's been about almost 3 weeks that I've been cutting, that I got serious with it, going back to a cut. But I mean, you can see it in my face and everything. This is the first to go, is weight in the face. So, and those of you that follow me on IG, you can see I'm getting leaner, like today's picture with my legs, a lot of veins in my legs now. Let's do this. Go search. All right. Not that everybody's going to care, I get it, but legs are getting lean. And veins. Bunch of veins right there in my quads now. So, yep, I'm getting leaner. That was earlier today. I'm still wearing those shorts and my pink bands and everything. I got my pants on over the shorts now because it's like 30 degrees outside. But yeah, I'm getting leaner. Definitely leaning out. Oh, had a nice PR on the hack squat today. Like I said, for those of you that care, I just did 1 rep because I got lightheaded at the top of the rep, so I didn't go for a second rep. 654 on the hack squat. So let's see. Feeling better too, I bet. How was your day? I can't complain. Dropped lots of weight, learned to appreciate that. My birthday's coming up on May 7th. Well, I hope you have a fantastic birthday. Let me pull off that. I mean, I know not everybody gives a shit about what I just showed, but for those of you that, do care, because there's always a few people that ask, and I appreciate you guys. So yeah, 48 minutes. We're pretty much, we got everything covered at this point. I guess we'll go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate all of you for coming hang out with me, talk about these 2 fragrances for a little bit. Weekly rotation will be out tomorrow. Today's video was a disappointing rack store. As far as fragrances, it was disappointing. But there was some decent stuff at Burlington. I just enjoy. I already have like the stuff that I would consider worth getting from there. The stuff you'll see thumbs up on, it's because I have. And then, did a Club de Nuit Iconic review yesterday. The new Happy Lane fragrance, that video was yesterday. So plenty of content for you guys to check out if you're interested. Anytime you're curious on my thoughts on the fragrance, go to the search bar, type in TLTG and whatever you're looking for. I've got almost 1,800 videos. And no guarantee I have a video on it, but that's the easiest way to find out, right? So make sure you like the stream before you leave. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Thank you to everybody that gave the super chats. Y'all have a good one. Catch you on the next one.